More rumors for the upcoming RTX 5000 series from Nvidia, with the latest being dropped by Copite 7 Kimi. I think I said that right, over on X. Kimi is a well-regarded leaker in the GPU space. They are claiming in this newest leak that the power of the RTX 5090 is 600 watt. If that sounds familiar to you, well, back in 2022, prior to the launch of the RTX 4090, we had similar leaks coming out, saying that the 4090 was going to be a 600 watt card. We know those are false, so I would take this 600 watt 5090 rumor with a little bit of salt. Let's look at the RTX 4090 to explain why we should be skeptical here. We know that leaks for the 4090 600 watt were referring to two possible things, either the TDP of the card, or it was referring to a card that was never launched. I'm going to call this unlaunched card a 4090 Ti. So, what is TDP? Well, TDP stands for Thermal Design Perimeter. It means the 4090's cooler is designed to dissipate up to 600 watt of heat. TGP is total graphics power. It's how much the GPU combined with the rest of the stuff on the card, like your memory, can pull under the default conditions, which was only 450 watt on the RTX 4090, which matched the outgoing RTX 3090 Ti from the previous generation. So, the 4000 series doesn't actually pull any more power. The flagship of the 3000 series, the 3090 Ti, was a 450 watt TGP card. The 4090 is also a 450 watt TGP card. A result of having a higher TDP specification from Nvidia meant that Nvidia's AIBs, their add-in board partners, had to all go back and redesign their coolers for the 4000 series. That's why the coolers are so much bigger than the 3000 series despite not actually having a higher TGP. So it's just you have excess cooling ability now. The 3090 Ti and the 4090 share the same TGP of 450 watt, as I've already mentioned. Another way of looking at this is a 3090 Ti's cooler, assuming it can handle a 3090 Ti, is enough to handle a 4090, as they pull the same amount of TGP, 450 watts. Now we can see why it's important to define correctly what we're actually talking about here. If it's 600 watt TGP, then I'll shut up and I'm completely wrong. But that would be a 150 watt increase going from either the 3090 Ti or the 4090, right? That's a massive jump. Not to mention the generational improvements moving to a new architecture that Nvidia would have already made, which is why I am very skeptical that it's actually going to be able to pull 600 watt out of the box. What I think is a lot more likely here is Nvidia doing the same thing they did with the 4000 series. It's going to be a 600 watt TDP cooler. The card itself is probably only going to be 450 again, maybe 500 watt of TGP, and it gives Nvidia that headroom and the add-in board partners the headroom to later push out a 5090 Ti or a Titan of the 5000 series. That is all I have to say on the subject. I hope this has been informative. Let me know what you think and what you expect. See ya.